If you've ever crouched beside a garden bed, picked up a handful of soil and felt it crumble like lifeless dust or worse, clump like gray cement, you know exactly what dead soil feels like. It doesn't feed, it doesn't breathe, and it certainly doesn't grow. But what if you could bring it back, not with hours of digging or expensive products but by doing less? Welcome to the lazy genius way to restore dead soil. At Hydrohaven, we believe that soil doesn't need to be forced back to life, it just needs a chance to remember how to live. Let's start with what dead soil actually is. It's not just poor soil, it's soil that's biologically inactive, compacted, dry, and completely stripped of nutrients. Think of it like a ghost town beneath your feet. It often becomes this way through years of synthetic fertilizer use, constant tilling, heavy foot traffic, and erosion. You don't need a lab test to spot it. Dead soil won't hold water, it either puddles on the surface or runs off completely. It smells lifeless, more like dust than earth. And your plants? They'll tell you, yellowing leaves, stunted growth, and general unhappiness are all symptoms. The lazy genius trick is to let soil heal itself by bringing its microbial community back to life. You don't need to fix every mineral level or import truckloads of topsoil. You need to focus on biology. Soil is a living system, and when the microbes come back, they'll rebuild the structure, invite earthworms, bring back fungal networks, and start the quiet underground revolution your garden needs. That means inoculating your beds with compost teas, adding fungal-rich mulch, or just feeding the soil with living materials. When the biology wakes up, the transformation begins. One of the most radical and effective moves you can make is to stop tilling. Tilling may feel productive, but it's essentially a demolition job for soil life. Every time you churn the soil, you tear apart fungal hyphae, kill beneficial microbes, and release precious carbon. Instead, let roots and worms do the digging for you. The no-till method allows life to build soil from the inside out. By simply laying organic matter on top and letting nature process it, you're choosing to grow soil instead of fighting it. So let's talk about top dressing. Rather than disturbing the soil by mixing things in, just layer the good stuff on top. Think about a forest floor. Nobody tills the woods, yet trees thrive. Compost, shredded leaves, worm castings, mushroom substrate. These are all powerhouse materials that feed microbes as they slowly break down. Gravity and time pull nutrients downward without any elbow grease. You're not building soil with a shovel. You're building it with patience. If you want to supercharge that process, consider Bokashi composting or using fermented kitchen scraps. Unlike raw vegetable waste, Bokashi treated matter is partially digested by beneficial microbes, making it a ready-to-go energy boost for your soil life. Simply trench it into the bed or dig a small hole and bury it under mulch. The lazy genius advantage? No waiting for compost to mature, no turning piles. Just bury and let the microbes handle the rest. Earthworms and fungi are your unsung heroes here. Worms not only aerate the soil with their tunnels but leave behind nutrient-rich castings. Fungi, especially mycorrhizal networks, help plants communicate and trade nutrients while also binding soil particles into stable aggregates. The way to invite them? Keep the soil moist and feed it organic matter. Let the environment become fungal-friendly with wood chips, leaves, and low-disturbance gardening. You'll never fix dead soil with just NPK fertilizer. You'll revive it by restoring life. One of the simplest yet most powerful actions you can take is to mulch. And then, just forget it. Mulch keeps the soil cool, protects it from erosion, and offers a slow-release buffet for microbes. Straw, wood chips, shredded bark, or even leaf mold all act like protective armor. And here's the lazy genius part, you don't even have to mix it in. Just top it off when it thins out and walk away. Over time, it transforms your soil while you do absolutely nothing. Now, if your soil is severely compacted, deep-rooted plants can do the work for you. Pioneer species like daikon radish, comfrey, sunflowers, and legumes send roots deep into hard ground, busting it open and leaving behind organic tunnels that water and microbes will later fill. These plants are like living crowbars for compacted soil. When they die back, they decompose right in place, creating rich veins of organic matter. It's a self-operating restoration tool. Just plant it and let nature do the heavy lifting. Watering becomes a whole different game when your soil starts coming back to life. Dead soil repels water. Revived soil holds it, and when you water smart, not hard, you're feeding microbes more than just hydrating roots. Think of irrigation as a tool for biology. Water deeply and infrequently to draw roots downward. Time it for early morning or dusk when fungal networks are active. You're not just giving your plants a drink, you're building structure from the bottom up. Here's a mindset shift that might be the most genius of all: don't rush. You don't need to fix everything this season. Let nature work on its own timeline. Set the foundation, add organic matter, mulch, maybe sow some cover crops or deep-rooted plants, and then step back. Observe how things change. This seasonal rhythm is how soil evolved, and it's how it wants to heal. You're not just a gardener now, you're a facilitator of regeneration. So, to all of you watching and working along with Hydrohaven, remember this: restoring dead soil isn't about flashy inputs or intense labor. It's about understanding the underground ecosystem and creating the right conditions for it to thrive again. The lazy genius approach doesn't mean neglect, it means strategy. Set it up, support the process, and let biology take over. If you found this guide useful, subscribe to Hydrohaven for more microbiome-first gardening strategies. Share this video with fellow growers who are tired of fighting their soil and ready to bring it back to life the smarter way. Your soil deserves a second chance, and now, you've got the blueprint to make it happen.